Okay, so that's calves and hammies. We're working our way up. We're going to have a little look at the old hip flexors now. A cool little way of testing for the hip flexors as a practitioner. Come on, back on the floor again for me. We'll pair up for this one. You can do this with a pair. Take someone's leg, just bend this knee for me, bend it at the knee. All you got to do is you just got to push down through here. Now what you're looking for, he's not too bad, but this starts to creep up. Can you see how this starts to creep up through here? That's a pretty indicative sign of a bit of tightness through here and a bit of tightness through the hip flexors. Do both sides, have a lie down, see who's got tight. Some people will be absolutely fine, especially the flexible ballet dancers amongst us all. It'll just be easy. Tighter guys, possibly if his hamstrings look like they did, we'll fix that at the end. Might be a bit tighter, and what you find, probably with me, come and do this to me. Pull this up through here, that's it, push. You see how I've got quite tight hip flexors. Can you see the difference? So I'm really tight through my hip flexors through here. So there's a difference between two. He's not too bad, but he's got a little bit of tightness. Pair up and just have a little test so you can just see and you can feel the binding as you go. One person on the back on the floor. We've got 18, so should be nice and even. The main hip flexor is very, very deep. It's in sort of in the belly and comes deep into the groin. So being able to get a ball on anything on there, you pretty much can't do. There's actually two main hip flexors. One of them is part of the quad as well. So what we're going to do is I'm going to show you how to stretch this out this time because you can't really get into it, and then I'm going to show you the myofascial work with a ball and a roller onto the quad hip flexor. Most people who, do you know, have you ever seen those squats when people are sort of really flexed down on the screen and you get them horizontal like this? Tight hip flexors. And usually it's the quadricep part which is sort of here rather than deep into the sort of the belly and the groin here. So I'm just going to show you a cool little stretch. We need our boxes again, so come around a box for me. Same again, height dependent on height of person. This works pretty well with me. It's a good way to follow after the hamstrings because you've had a little play with the foot position. But what we want to do is we want to get the foot up through here. Now you're going to take a step back here and you're going to try and feel this stretch through. Now, I want you up on your toes, I want you to turn in as much as you possibly can. That gets it sort of into the groin here. You'll feel it where the hip joint is, which is actually in the groin. Coming on the inside, and what I want you to do is just camp out, and I want you to just make little circles, grind away, just sort of bounce from there to there, and just sort of see if you can find any adhesions and work your way through them. If you find a little grotty space, oh yeah, that's the spot, and just sort of come off it, back onto it, back on, back off. Have a little play. Same again. Hand position, oh, that makes it so much stronger for me again, because what I'm actually doing is I'm stretching that part of the hip flexor from above and I'm going, okay, now try and stretch through it down. So, foot up. Can everyone see what I'm doing here? Yeah? Guys, you see? If you can't feel it here, some little tweaks, take a further step back, you'll feel it more, or widen your stance from there, you'll feel it more. So some people will get on, they'll be fine. Possibly you, because you're pretty good through here, we just found that. This works well for me, but if you can't feel it, either take a step back or go a little wider in your stance. Have a little go, guys. Guys, just stay where you are, stay in the stretch. I just want you to look over at me in the middle. Now, the reason I'm saying to you is I want you to come inside of the leg. Most people have got their arms outside the legs while they're doing this stretch, but in a squat, you're going to be inside of your leg here. So this is how you get into the hip. You'll feel it in the hip here. So get this stretch. When you're in that position, get inside the leg here and just try and work your way through. I mean, have a little play. Everyone feel it? Yeah. Good, yeah, add the hand up into the sky. Whilst you're here, do a little, make out you're at a concert, see if you can wave, see if that adds into it. You've got balance.